Hi, my name is Rafael Ramirez de Alba. I'm a professor and head of the economics department here at IPADE Business School. And I have the pleasure today of sitting down with Jagdish Narwal, who is the regional manager, CEO of UPL, a multinational Indian company serving the needs of the agricultural sector. And he's also the head of the Indian-Mexico Trade and Commerce Council. Jagdish, thank you for spending this time with us.
Thanks, Rafael, for inviting me in IPADE. It's my pleasure and honor also.
Thank you so much. So we're going to be discussing the business opportunities between India and Mexico, which I think are very important. India is such an important opportunity, such an important player in the world stage, and the opportunity for increased relationships between Mexico and India is great these days. So let me start by asking you to please help us understand, Jagdish, what is it that you do, what is it that UPL does, and what is your role here in Mexico and Latin America?
First, I would like to explain the UPL. What is UPL? I think UPL is the one Indian multinational company, and I think it is also a success story to share in the business world. We started in 1969 with a very small plant of red phosphorus in India. We entered in the global market in 1985 with the very small export from India to outside Arabic countries. But after 1985, we started doing some acquisitions and increasing our footprints globally. And I joined UPL in 2002 as a management trainee after completing my MBA. That time UPL was $125 million total turnover, global turnover, $125 million. But our strategy of increasing organically, inorganically, we today in 23, after 21 years, we are near about $6.5 billion company. So this is really a good case study for our business or for the industry also, that how we have grown. And for this, the UPL main strategy is that to grow globally, footprint by registration, putting the manufacturing plant, doing the small or big acquisitions. So these are the critical factors in the growth of the UPL. So today globally, we are providing sustainable agriculture solution to the farmers.
What similarities, what differences have you found between doing business in India and doing business in Latin America and in Mexico in particular?
I think culturally and socially, both the countries are having a lot of similarities. I think the Indian and Mexican, we think more with passion, with emotion. So that is, I think, make us more similar. We enjoyed Mexico. We accepted the culture of Mexico. And same way, Mexico also accepted us in a very warm way. So that helped me a lot in driving the business in Mexico because of the culture similarity. There is only one difference in the both part of world. Maybe in Mexico and India, we both are same in terms of we think from the passion, emotion, and the belief. But still, India, because of our education system, we think more from the mathematic point of view. So I found one difference when I was started as a country manager of Mexico. The big difference between both the countries of doing business is one completely 100% drive with the qualitative, more drive from the emotion, passion, belief, qualitative approach. Mexico a very strong candidate for the investment in India. You will not believe today there are 200 companies in Mexico, Indian companies, those are doing business. So imagine that without doing anything like in a direction in the to create a sales page on that, there are 200 companies. What can happen if suppose we will do in a very systemic approach and how we can grow in the bilateral trade? So I think there is a lot of opportunities between India and Mexico.
Absolutely. And to close this time with you, for which we're very thankful, Jagdish, what would be your message to Mexican business people who are thinking about maybe as a result of this interview, now they know more about India and the opportunities that present themselves? What would be your message to them? What would you like to tell them?
I think India is currently the driver for the global economy because of Indian economy is growing more than 7-8%. I was also sharing with you that the trust of the global community in India as an economy because of the foreign direct investment in FY 21-22, we got $83.5 billion of FDI. So by that way, I think India is already a very strong economy or a strong market to invest. Second most important, which I was sharing, 1.4 billion people and 65% people are below 35 years. So imagine that what type of consumption we are talking in India. So that is the land of opportunity because of that. Other part is that the government policies, the government is supporting foreign businesses in India. There is a council in India, Invest India name, which always help to any foreign companies coming to India for doing business on that direction. We have single window application in India. So there is no need to go to different department. You can enter in the India with the single window approach. So you will get most of the licenses and most of the permissions in one single window. That is I think, make India very strong place for the investment, for the foreign investment. Second, we are here that we can support whatever the Mexican businessmen would like to know about India, and we are always here to support Indian embassy.
Great, Jagdish. Well, thank you very much for your time. This has been an amazing learning opportunity, and hopefully people listening to this and watching this video will seize the opportunity and really grow their business in partnership with Indian companies. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Rafael. Thanks a lot.
IPADE.